Some people think that the extreme types of patients you see on the TV shows or on some of our more interesting videos with severe calluses or nails, things like that, that's what we deal with all day in our offices. And the truth is, the patient you're going to see today is much more typical of what we see on a daily basis. Some of the things that they show on the TV shows with podiatrists, that's a once in a career type of patient walking in the door. So today's patient is very nice and is just much more typical of the kind of patient where we do preventive care. And this is why Medicare pays to have diabetic or other neuropathic patients come in, or patients with poor circulation, so that we can get to these problems and prevent them before they start, such as the callus that you'll see with this patient. If it were not taken care of, this callus would get very thick and it would crack or cause a wound at the bottom. And so by having her come in on a regular basis and doing some teaching about how she can care for it at home, she stays out of trouble. So I hope you enjoy today's video. So I'll just ask you a couple of the questions I already asked you, just so we have it on film. All right, so it's been about 8 months since I've seen you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you trim these in the 8 months?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you trimmed them yourself a little bit?
Yep.
Okay. And mostly you're just not going out because of COVID?
Right.
Okay.
No, I don't go anywhere.
And you're vaccinated?
Oh, yeah, 30 times.
Okay.
I'm very scared because I had a death in the family, and
From COVID?
yeah, but I am going on a plane, so.
Well, you just take precautions.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's kind of at the point of we've just got to live our lives
I know.
carefully, though.
Yeah.
Was this family member vaccinated?
Yes. Oh, no, it was before they had vaccine.
Before the
It was in
vaccine.
The very first,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
right before they came out with it. Yeah, it was very sad.
Just heard Meatloaf died
Oh,
this
yeah.
past weekend
Oh,
from COVID,
oh, really?
and he was a very vehement anti-vaxxer.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't change their mind.
Well, he's dead now, so maybe it will, but. So somebody told you to soak your feet in vinegar for the callus
Mhm.
here?
Vinegar and water.
Well, you know, anything that'll soften it up will soften it, and that can make it a little easier for you to scrape it off with your fingernail or something. But any of those softeners, as soon as it dries, it's going to just be the same callus.
Oh,
And, you know, some people say that soaking the toes in vinegar will get rid of the fungal infection in the nails. I haven't seen that work, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it can't. I've had people soak their fungal nails in everything from vinegar to salt water to Listerine to bleach. Sorry.
Oh.
So what's in California?
Oh, my daughter has a place there that she's renting with plenty of room, and then my son has a 2-year-old that I want to see.
What part of California?
Ojai and
Oh, beautiful.
Palm Springs. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Ojai is so beautiful.
Yeah.
In Palm Springs, I think you'll find half of Minnesota over the age of
Oh, yeah.
75 will be in Palm Springs with you. So you have a 2-year-old grandson
Uh-huh.
that
I've seen him, but not very much, so.
Well, yeah, because it's been 2 years since COVID started.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
I know,
Are they the ones that live in Ojai?
yeah.
When I was a kid, I went to summer camp in Ojai.
Oh, cool,
Yeah. It seemed like the end of the world.
yeah,
You know, it seemed
Yeah.
like it was hours away, but it was probably like an hour away from
Yeah.
where I lived.
yeah, the mountains,
They have spas and
yeah.
yeah, all kinds of stuff. So in the next room, they've been talking football all week
Oh,
because it's the playoffs.
oh, yeah.
So I learn a lot by listening to my partner in the next room talk football with his patients.
Every one of them, just,
Most of them, especially the men.
yeah.
We really did try to soundproof these rooms. I'm gonna do this foot first because you have a few good nails here. And now you can go get a new pedicure.
That really works, doesn't it? Wow.
Does that hurt?
No, I like it.
Give me a thumbs up. We'll come back to the big toe here, get a little bit more off. Now for the callus, what I'm gonna do, sorry? I'm gonna have you bend this knee
Mm-hmm.
and roll it to the outside. Can you see the callus from where you are? Yeah. All right, so let's just trim this off and I'll smooth it out with that. Now, do you do anything at home for this callus? Like a pumice stone or
I have one of those, it's an egg and it has a little
the
grater.
pet egg?
Yeah.
Great. So I would say use that on this once or
Mhm.
twice a week.
Oh, okay.
And so it doesn't get so thick that it cracks, because we've got a lot of little cracks
Mm-hmm.
in the callus.
Mm.
And if we can keep the callus a little bit thinner,
Uh-huh.
those cracks will go away. Like right there. It's just that it's a little bit too thick.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. And I would do it when the skin is dry, even though it says to do it when it's wet.
Hmm.
To me, a patient finally said to me, well, wouldn't that be like trying to sand wet wood? And I thought, you know, they're right. And
Mhm.
so I now tell patients to use those things, those types of things,
Mm-hmm.
when the skin is dry instead of wet. Let's just smooth that out a little bit. That hurt or tickle?
No, tickle.
Okay.
You just gotta have some
You
nerve
can
in
go
there.
back over there and just go wide.
Yeah, some of my toes get numb, and so I'm glad they're still.
Yeah, everything looks really good. I don't see any evidence of any ulcers or pre-ulcerous lesions, but lotion, lotion, lotion.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get you on the schedule. If you want to keep it to a minimum, why don't we do 3 months?
Okay,
And that way it won't go 8 months again.
okay.
All right, well, thank you for letting us video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.